Thank you for chiming in. Peace and blessings. What's good with you? Welcome to D.A.P. D.A.P. The Perspective. Peace and blessings. What's good with you? Make sure you please do me the favor, share the page, like the page. Follow me here on this page. And for those who don't have Facebook, you may have family that don't have Facebook, you can send them over to YouTube, David Adams Podcast on YouTube. And you can see the interview from over there. Much love and respects. Say peace to the people. My man Renault, say hi to the people.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Once again, do me the favor, y'all. Go ahead and hit like, press follow. Thank you. Appreciate it. No doubt. So we here, man. We here. We here. Once again, say what's up to the people, Renault.
What's going on, everybody?
All right. Want to make
Peace
sure.
and blessings.
Want to make sure we hear his voice. Make sure the sound is right. And if the sound is not right, please let us know that the sound is not right. Thank you. All right, so we are here once again. Well, we all know the situation. We all know Renault. You know, some of us do, some of us don't. For those who don't know who Renault is, which is Ray, they call him. What else they call you, bro?
I mean, they call me Ray, Noah GB.
All right. No doubt. You know. Word. Okay. So let's see. What is this right here? What is this? Okay. All right. So now, first I want to start with, how was your day, brother? I always got to start with how was your day.
Man, it was a blessing, man. I sat home today. I just was watching a Met game.
Right.
Watch a little bit of the Detroit Piston game. As people that know me know I'm a diehard Detroit Piston fan, diehard Met fan. So
Right.
that's what I did with today.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Cool. So, what I want to first do is wait for a few people to chime in that's here. For those who are here, please do me the favor and put a 1 in the chat to let me know that you can hear me, okay? And I'll wait till you do that. Thanks. Appreciate it so much. Tune in, y'all. We got my man Renault here. We got my man Ray. Blazin Rays, that is. Blazin Rays, you know what I mean? And he's going to be doing a lot of different things, spring, summer, and he's going to definitely inform you of that, on top of giving you some information and giving you some history of himself, and things like that, where he come from, who he is. So you get to know who my man Blazin Ray is, you know what I mean? So chime in, share the page, like the page. It's very much appreciated if you can do that. Shelton, thank you, man. Peace and blessings, man. You always seem like one of the first top 5s to chime in to D.A.P, man, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot, man. You get the D.A.P sound, bro. You get the D.A.P sound, my man. Shelton, blessings, brother. Peace. Do me a favor, let me know if the sound is right. Shelton, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat for me. I appreciate if you can do that. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Cameron, thanks for chiming in. Tucker, thanks for chiming in. Do me a favor, like the page, share the page. Over there on YouTube, do the same thing. Much love. Okay, now, first I want to start with asking Ray the question, which is going to be, first of all, where you from originally? Because a lot of people might not know where you from. So where are you from originally?
I'm born and raised in Jersey City. Grew up on Wegman Parkway. Migrated downtown to Lafayette.
Lafayette, okay, Lafayette in the house. All right.
Most of my childhood was up on the hill.
Up on the hill. Okay.
Like Wegman Parkway.
That's what's up. So what grammar school you went to?
I went to, I started out at PS 29.
29.
Then 14 school.
Okay.
And then from 14 school, went to 15. And I graduated from 15 school.
Word, 15 in the house, 15 in the house. That's Dwight and Stegman, y'all. Dwight and Stegman, for all you Dwight and Stegman, 15. Whitney M. Young Jr. Yeah, man. I lived right across the street from that school, man. As a matter of fact, I lived in the buildings across the street, which was at one time, as me lived there for a while, at one time the buildings started going down. You know, and I could clearly remember, Renault. I don't know if you remember the buildings, but they was damn near condemned as time went on.
On Dwight Street.
Dwight Street, yeah.
Well, that's where my family lived. My mother, well, my father's sister lived over there.
Okay.
On Dwight Street. So I had a lot of history on Dwight Street. I played in that courtyard for years, man.
Word, man. We used to play, what's that catch? What's that? Free fall.
Free fall.
Remember
free
that?
fall.
Throw a can up.
Throw a can up. Free fall. And it, how I was telling you before,
Word.
That's why I met your little brother Vertus at.
Oh, that's where you met Vertus.
That's why I met Vertus. That was my childhood friend, Vertus and Lamont Clay.
That's right, and Lamont Clay.
And Lamont Clay.
Yeah, rest in peace to my man Lamont, man.
That was
rest
my childhood buddy, man.
Yeah. Tell me about you coming up and being around Vertus and Lamont. Tell me about that.
Vert was always a stand-up dude.
Gotta speak up a little bit. Speak up a little bit or move up a little bit.
Yeah, Vertus, man, he was always a stand-up guy, man. Like, he always knew how to put a plan together.
Word.
Lamont Clay, he was more AKA Yamo.
Yamo.
He was more the muscle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He ain't let nobody bother us.
No doubt.
He ain't take no junk from nobody, man. And I miss him, man. I do miss Lamont Clay, man. I do miss him, man.
Shout out to Lamont, man. Yamo, man. Like Cuddy did, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So tell me some of the things y'all did as children coming up on Dwight, you, Yamo, Burtis, and whoever that you grew up with?
Well, a lot of the stuff that we did, we definitely played ball on a regular basis.
Right.
On a regular basis. You know, we used to call Yamo Debo.
Oh, yeah?
Yamo was a hack. me and Vert was real fast on the basketball court.
So what you mean by a hack? Some people don't know what hacking is.
Man, listen, man. Listen, if you ain't bleeding, ain't no foul.
No doubt.
he played bully ball.
Word, okay.
That's how Yamo was. But Yamo was a good dude.
Word.
And Vert, he just was fast on the court. He was my point guard. He was real fast.
No doubt.
Me, I was more of the sharpshooter. You know,
Right.
I could shoot real good. You know, I could dribble.
You had the jumper.
I had the jump shot, man.
All right, no doubt. All right, okay. So, what inspired you, brother, to want to cook? First of all, what started it? What inspired you to say, you know what, I'm gonna put these hands to work and get into this food thing?
Well, first and foremost, my childhood, man, that's something my mother instilled in us from young. I come from a family of 14, you know, 10 boys, 4 girls. And that was the first thing my mother taught us, man. As men, you know, having all them boys, you got to know how to take care of yourself. First and foremost, she taught us to clean. She taught us to cook. And one of the things that she taught us when we cleaned was we saw stand by the bathroom and she'd clean. And the last thing you should be doing is working your way out the bathroom, starting from the top to the bottom. And one of the first things I used to do, you know, as a kid with my mom, when she used to make dumplings, like she used to make peach cobbler.
Okay.
And my thing was take a piece of the dough, roll it with these 2 fingers, and drop it in the back then they called it gravy.
Okay.
You drop it in the gravy. So that was one of my first things I used to do. I remember where it really inspired me to say, no, I like doing this.
Right.
And it was fun. You know, my mother made it fun. You know, we had a fun childhood. So that was one of the things that really inspired me to say, know what, that's what I want to do.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So after the childhood, the younger years, what were you into before you got into saying, you know, I want to cook.
Well, you know, like most young kids in Jersey City,
Right.
you know, at a young age, I started, you know, being infatuated with the streets.
Yeah.
The streets, you know.
Yep.
And
Street
then,
life.
you know, you seeing the guys on the corner, you know, they got their nice cars and this, that, and the third. And I never forget, man, like, I met my brother Sherman. You know, I met him, you know, my father had a son.
Okay.
And when I met him, he was 10 years old.
Okay. So he didn't grow up with you in the same house?
He didn't grow up with me in the same house.
So this was your father's son outside?
Outside,
okay.
yeah.
Got you.
And what happened was he was from Lafayette.
Got it.
So being from Lafayette, when my father brought him into the house, me and him was close in age, so we gravitated toward each other.
Okay.
And he was a born hustler. Sherman was a hustler. So the first thing me and Sherman used to do, man, Sherman taught me, we used to sell light bulbs and pantyhose.
Come on, man. Come on. Entrepreneur. Early.
I'm like 12, 13 years old. I'm in front of every church on Sunday. He started at one end of Jersey City. I started the other end of Jersey City.
Nice.
And we were selling light bulbs and pantyhose. And
what was going faster?
Them pantyhose. Them pantyhose. Them women love them pantyhose, man.
You was getting it, bro.
And you know, I mean, it wasn't much money, but for a 13-year-old, you know, you come home with $200-300 in your pocket.
Right.
And then I remember going down Lafayette, and you know, it wasn't no CeeLo back then. We played 21 blackjack.
Wow.
And I gravitated toward that at one point,
Right,
you know, gambling and things of that nature. But
it was a hustle.
The hustle was always in me, man.
Yeah.
You know, from a young age. So
I get it. That's what's up. So, what made you kind of switch gears from the hustle gang and now into cooking? What made you like switch gears?
Well, at some point, man, you got to realize in life, man, there's no right way to do wrong.
Come on, man.
The end result gonna always be the same:
Facts.
death, jail, or you just gonna stop doing it.
Speaking of jail, did you experience jail?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, man. And I never forget, man. My mother used to always. The first time my mother Well, I respect my mother for this. My mother never took nothing from me. She never ever took a dime from me. She never accepted no money. You don't work, I'm not taking no money from you. And I respected that. You know, I didn't understand them when I was young. You know, it was a struggle. You know, she took my nieces and nephews in, and she said, listen, we'll make it. God will provide. That was her word. God will provide. But I'm not taking that dirty money from you. I'm not going to, you know, entice you to keep doing it and indulge in the things that you're doing. So I always respect my mother.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Peace to moms, man. Much love. Mom's still around?
No, mom passed away back in 2015.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, man. My condolences. Shout out to mom, man. Much love. Raised a great dude. You said 10 boys, huh?
10 boys.
What was it like growing up with 10 brothers, man?
It was fun. It was fun, man. It was fun. And, you know, a couple of my older brothers indulged. So that made me, I could truly say, man, I never smoked. I'm not a big drinker. I never smoked weed in my life. I couldn't even tell you what a weed tastes like. But it was from me seeing, you know, my older brother. I'm not one of the ones that I gotta touch the fire to know it burn.
Yeah, no
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? Yeah. I did that enough elsewhere in my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like me indulging in selling drugs and things of that nature. And it was a popular thing back then, you know. So it was easy to get into. And that's what I got caught up in. And then, like I said, I did a couple of bids. Actually, I learned really how to regulate a crowd down prison.
Oh, wow.
Cooking down prison.
Oh, really? Oh, so you was one of the big chefs there? Really?
Wow. I worked in the ODR.
Okay.
So basically, whatever the officers brought in, and I was down Bayside State Prison, so they brought in all types of stuff.
Right.
You know, from raccoon to possum to
wow. And you had to cook all that?
And I figured it out. I cooked it, and
man, I never knew they cook raccoon in jail,
man,
bro.
listen, them cops brought all type. They brought it in, you cooked it.
That's what's up.
You know, and you know, if people can relate what I'm saying.
Right.
Down Bayside, they ate them cops ate a little bit of everything down.
What's the biggest crowd that you cooked for at one time? How many people did you cook for in jail at one time?
Oh man, you got to think, man. The rush at lunchtime, it'd be 60, 70 officers in there.
Right.
And they on their break, they want their food out of there. So that taught me how to regulate a grill, how to, you know, put this over here. Some cops didn't eat pork. So I was able to regulate a grill, put the, you know, pork this side, you know, put the beef over this side, turkey over here. So, I mean, I just, you know, like I said, my passion was cooking. So it was a blessing for me to get a job down there in the kitchen. It was a blessing.
And how long did you do, how long were you there?
Well,
your longest bid?
My longest bid, I did 5 years. Okay. I did 5 years. My last bid, I did 5.
So altogether, how many?
Shit, count between the county and down there. I can say I'm 51 now, so I'm gonna say I got at least about 18, 19 years of my life, you know, in and out. Got you. Okay. So that last bid, which was 5 years, when you came home, what was on your mind to do when you came home? Was it cooking? Because you mastered that thing. You was doing the thing for a minute. Yeah, man.
So do they train you like they train chefs, like in culinary arts? Like, or is it different?
It's a difference. Like I said, I grew up cooking, so it came easy.
Oh, it's easy.
And the thing about cooking is how you mix your seasonings together.
That's the key. Okay.
That's the key. You know, I'm not a big salt guy.
Got you.
Not a big salt guy. So it's how you mix your combination of seasonings together. So down there, I was able to practice. Right. You know, when the ODR wasn't crowded, I would throw stuff together. You know, and that was my hustle. That was my hustle down there. I was able to bring stuff back to the unit. Like, yo, listen, you want to eat street food? I got you. Right. To contract down there. No doubt. You know, you sold everything down there. From seasonings to food to whatever. You got to survive. You know, at the end of the day. So
yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. So coming home, you know, did you go right into cooking after you came home? Did you, and how did you maneuver, you know, back on the street and getting back into society as far as income is concerned?
Well, when I came home, I was blessed, man. I came home and I landed a job at the ShopRite in Newark on Springfield Avenue.
Okay.
And that was one of the first mega shop rights that they built, around. Like, usually they in the suburbs, but they built a mega shop right, and they had this huge kitchen, man. They had a grill there. So when I got there, it was more so like prepping this and prepping that.
Right.
And they had a guy on the grill, and one day he just like flared up.
Right.
And it was a long line.
What you mean he flared up?
He flared up at the boss, like, yo,
Oh,
and they started mouthing off at him and like threatened the boss.
Right.
And it's like I was in the vicinity, and the boss just pointed to me like, the boss like, you know how to cook? I'm like, yeah. It's like 30 people online waiting for their order, and he just like walked out. And that was my opportunity right there.
Word.
After I got on the grill, I got the crowd up out of there. My boss called me to the back. He think you could do this? I said, I would love to do it. And that's how I started like getting my reputation, because they would line up, man.
Really?
Before the store would open up, I would look out the door. It's 40 people online already.
Wow.
And they would make a beeline right to the grill.
Wow.
Every morning. Back and forth, So like I said,
So what was it like working at that location? What was it like, and what did you learn in that location after switching gears from the lifestyle you was living? Now you at ShopRite, outside or inside? Was this an inside thing? Right?
It was inside.
Inside thing. Okay, so what was it like for you, seeing them people coming in droves and ShopRite looking to get your food?
That really encouraged me to say, no, wait, man, you can do this, man.
Right.
You can do this. But like I said, so I gained a lot of relationships with the people of Newark, and especially the Muslim community was really, really loved me over there.
Alhamdulillah.
Because like I said, it's not my place. I don't own a place, but I made sure I marked the spatulas that I use. I made sure this was a beef spatula. I made sure that I cooked their food on that side. So they really respected me, and I was cooking in front of them.
That's important too. That's very important. Because you can't even take a spatula and say, okay, I'm gonna take this spatula and just scrape it on the grill, and then go ahead and go grab something for this Muslim after I done grabbed some pork with this spatula.
And like I said, I'm cooking in front of them.
Right.
So they acknowledged that. They were like, wow, he really going, put it this way. My thing is this. I'm going to go all out for somebody that I'm cooking for.
Yeah.
I like to put smiles on people's face. I want them to know that I respect them and I respect what I do. And I don't like to send a product out that's not going to put a smile on your face.
Right.
So I don't know how to give nothing but 110% when I cook.
So how does your past shape your style and mindset while you on that grill, in that kitchen? How does your past shape your mindset?
Like my past, like even when I hustled, that's my bread and butter. So I don't look at a person that get high as a bad person.
Come on.
I don't judge them off
what they're doing,
or they look like this or they look like that.
Right.
I respect them because at the end of the day, I'm no better than them.
Facts.
I'm no better than them. I'm selling drugs, they getting high. So at the end of the day, I've never been a petty dude. Like you come out there. I was always told from old heads that was in the game. That's the difference between the cats today and the cats back then. Old heads back then, you could what we call a fiend could give you a lot of knowledge. We listen. We man, you know how much how many jewels fiends dropped on me back in the day, and I listened like, wow, it's just that they was in an unfortunate situation, and they hustlers. For them to generate money every day, they don't work. For them to generate money every day to bring to you, to buy off you. They hustle in their own right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You just hustling different. They hustling to get high. You hustling for other reasons.
Right. It's still a hustle.
But it's still a hustle.
All the way around. I agree. I totally agree, brother. I totally agree. What's the biggest lesson the streets taught you that still applies in your culinary journey?
That the streets taught me this. When you provide a good product for people, they will support you.
Come on.
The main thing is you have to, whatever
It has to be top notch.
You know, like I live by code. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. If I'm gonna take the time to do it, I might as well do it right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true. I feel you on that, brother. Let's see. The next question going to be, what would you say? You know, many people probably will ask you, what's your favorite dish? One of the favorite dishes that you would like to, you know, let people know that you're really, really good at this particular dish. What would that be? And what's the story behind that dish? What's the story behind that dish?
Well, no, you know, when I started Blazin Rays, I was like working that shop, right? The main thing I used to cook there, I used to do 200, 300, 400 cheesesteaks a day. Woo! And it's like I mastered it. Like the way, you know, you cook it and you chop and you put the cheese in it. And you know, when you scoop it off the grill and people see that cheese. So that was my thing. And the next thing that put me over the edge with like the customers, you know, I had this thing when I'm in there and I'm chopping things, I make noise. So to grab people's attention. Right. So when I'm making this noise with the spatulas, people walking by like, oh, what the hell are you doing? And another, my omelets. My omelets was to die for. Okay. Somebody told me the other day that I never heard it said like this. I used to like the way you make them inverted omelets. So I would put the eggs down and I would put everything on the wet side. And people like, why would you put on the wet side? Why would you wait till you to flip it? Then I would flip it. And then I put the cheese and everything. So the omelets and my Philly cheesesteaks are like my signature dishes that really, really made people gravitate toward me.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, so looking at one of your videos here in one of the house music parks, I see you doing a steak. Is that a steak or chicken that you're doing right now? What's happening right here?
So I have a signature sauce that I use. You know, it's a secret. Can't tell nobody that.
Nobody can get that.
Nobody can get that, but people love it. And that's one of the key things that bring that flavor out of my cheesesteak. Everybody make a cheesesteak.
Yeah, of course.
But everybody make mac and cheese. But you have to have something to make yours stand out.
Has to be something special.
And I think my sauce is like top notch.
Top notch. Tell me what you put in your sauce.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. If I tell you that, man, then everybody else has the same cheesesteaks I got, man. But at the end of the day, man,
no doubt.
You know, that's one of the things. They be ready to bottle that stuff up. Like, man,
real talk.
Let me take some of that stuff home with me.
Yeah,
I done been asked all type of questions about the sauce, man.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's one of the, and it's something that could go on anything, like French fries. It could go. And my signature dish right now, I brought this out last year at the festivals. My seafood cheesesteak, lobster, shrimp, and salmon cheesesteak. Wow, people love that.
That's what's up.
That's what that is right there.
This right here?
That's what that is right there.
Oh, okay. So that's considered a cheese. What is it?
A lobster, shrimp, and salmon cheesesteak.
Wow, that's different, bro.
It's different, man. And
I haven't seen that together like that.
And when people ate it, man, they was like, wow, to die for, man. I mean, the lines.
I actually saw a dude dancing, bro. I mean, I don't know if that was him. Yo, it seemed like people be, yo, look, this guy, he going in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see you got a team too, brother. It seemed like you have a team when you hit these parks and stuff. And it seemed like they got mad love for what you are doing to actually help and assist you in what you're doing.
You know, the main thing when you, I tell this is the most important thing when you're starting a business in the food industry. Restaurant, you know, I call mine a tent and table. I go from Jersey all the way down to Florida. Right. You know, with me cooking.
That's what's up.
And the main thing is this. You get a restaurant. And I'm gonna say this again. If anybody thinking about getting a restaurant, pay your cook.
Come on, man.
Your cook is the most important person in that establishment. And me being in the field of cooking and being an entrepreneur and owning my own business, is this. This is why so many of our restaurants close down. Because guess what? You come 1 week, you got one taste. You done got rid of that cook. Now another cook come in and you got another taste. Consistency is just going to keep your restaurant
I can
open.
feel that.
They want that same taste every time. And when you keep a good cook, you find a good cook, pay them.
Come on, man.
Pay them.
That's deep. That's what's up. That's some good advice, brother. So the young people that's listening, wisdom right there. Some wisdom to the young ladies and young men who's looking to get into the business of cooking. Yeah, good advice, brother. So, so we got your signature dish, okay? And did you tell us the story behind one of them or two of them? Did you tell us the story behind?
But you know what?
What's the story behind that lobster, that shrimp, and what was that?
Salmon.
Salmon. What was the story behind that?
Well, I can't take the credit for that. My wife got to take the credit for that.
Strong black woman.
And I mean, we used to make them at home.
Right.
You know, I used to jazz them up at home, like, and she loved them. So one day she put something together for the family.
Right.
And you know, we took orders, and it like blew up. Like everybody ordered one. Right. And I was like, wow, this is something. So when I stopped working at ShotRite, the main reason behind ShotRite, man, this. I love, when I say I love that job after, you know, being down prison, working for literally $1 a day, $1.50 a day.
Come on.
I came home, I found the job at ShotRite. I gave them my all.
Your what?
My all.
Okay.
I gave them, man, listen, man, man, ShotRite got they got the best. They got the best out of me.
They got a lot of hours at it.
A lot of hours. I never turned them down when they said stay late, come early. So you know, and
you can tell for some reason, but you can tell that you kind of love what you do. I can feel that when you're actually doing. You love what you do.
Oh yeah, man. I love when I'm out there in these parks cooking, and I see these lines. I say, wow, man, this is all worth it. This is all worth it. When I see them long lines, and I'm like, okay, they come in. I see all these tents out, I see all these food trucks out, but they on my line. I got to please these people. I got to make sure that these people leave here and tell a friend and a friend and a friend and a friend.
Does it bring you back to ShotRite when you see the lines at your tables in every park you go to, because you basically be in a lot of different parks, not just in Jersey though. Where else you be?
I'm gonna tell you something. We do all the HBCUs. So I do Howard, I do Hampton, I do Norfolk, I do Virginia University, I do Delaware, I do Lincoln University. Last year was our first time. Me and my wife actually drove all the way down to Florida, to the Florida Classic.
Come on, man. That's
drove
what's
over
up.
to the Florida Classic, man.
Yeah, speaking of your wife, man, I'm hearing you mention her a lot, especially dealing with the signature, one of the signature dishes. How important it is, you feel, to have a strong woman in your corner when it comes to being an entrepreneur?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It ain't no me without her, man.
Come on, man.
And we, like I said, we got a lot of years invested, and she the backbone. She the backbone, man. I know for sure she got my back.
Word.
You know,
that's a blessing, bro.
I know for sure
that's
she
a blessing
got my back.
to know
So,
that, man. Yeah.
You know, with that being said, man, like I tell any brother, man, listen, you got a strong woman, man. You better hold on to her.
I do understand that, brother.
You better hold on to her, man.
Fact,
you're gonna
bro.
have your ups and downs, and you're gonna go through what you go through, but at the end of the day, man, listen, man,
there, bro.
It ain't worth it.
Man, facts. Facts.
It ain't worth it, man.
Got that right. Much love, man. That means a lot. So, how do you stay creative, though? You know, how do you stay creative in this field, far as cooking, how you present stuff? You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of stuff in cooking and culinary has a lot to do with how you present it to people. How do you stay creative, man?
I do a lot of cooking at home.
Right.
I do a lot of cooking at home. So if I come up with an idea, the first thing I do, I practice it at home. I perfect it, and then I bring it out to the park.
So is your wife the tester? the taste tester?
Yep.
Okay.
My wife, my daughter, my biggest critic. My youngest daughter, man, she my biggest critic. So she let me know. And she's always tell me, you know, my daddy cooked this better than you, Mom. Mommy cooked this better. So we piggyback off each other, you know.
That's what's up. That's
we
what's up.
piggyback off each other.
Have she ever said to you when you did something that was creative, that you thought was real creative, and you thought you had something popping, and you gave it to her, and she tasted it, and has she ever did something like, nah, that's not it. Nah.
Usually with me, I stay in the safe zone.
Okay.
I don't go outside of that zone. I try to stay in the zone where I kind of know what to put together,
right,
that will, you know, appease the people outside,
right,
you know. So and that's what I do. I try to stay in the safe zone. I don't try to
you don't go out
there
and do nothing real crazy.
Do nothing real crazy. You know, I try to keep it real simple.
Okay, so you're not gonna put no mayonnaise on shrimp.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. So, what ingredients, as a cook, do you always, no matter what, you always have to keep in stock, no matter what? What is that main ingredient?
I'll tell you this, man. Like, I'm a big garlic guy. I like garlic. I like onion powder. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Black pepper. I love black pepper. I'm big on black pepper. Okay. I like cayenne pepper.
Okay.
You know, some of the stuff I put on it on my seafood is smoked paprika.
Okay.
That's one of the things that make that flavor pop when they bite into it. So that's one of the ingredients in my sauce too. So.
All right. Okay. Got to have them on deck.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yep.
Okay. How do you balance the flavor, the presentation, and soul in the dish? How do you balance that?
You know, I cook like I'm cooking for myself.
Come on.
And I know I don't like to go nowhere where there's no flavor. But you gotta balance the flavor. I'm not a big salt guy. You know, especially when you cooking for a mass of people. I don't wanna bite into something and the salt overwhelms it. It's good, but the salt overwhelms it.
Right.
So when I start tasting food like that, I stay away from it.
No doubt.
So when I cook, I gotta stay away from it. So I don't cook with a lot of salt.
Right, and it's not healthy. So.
And it's not healthy. Yeah. And that's another thing too.
Yeah, it's not healthy at all. Yeah, real talk. Yep. So, what's the challenges did you face turning cooking into a brand? Because Blazin Ray's is a brand now. You know what I mean? And you started out with other things, but Blazin Ray's is a brand. So, what are the challenges did you face?
I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, coming out the gate, I really didn't face any challenges because I had a good mentor. And my mentor, I got to give them a shout out, man.
Who was that?
Blackstone.
Come on,
Blackstone is my mentor.
Blackstone is the bomb.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna tell you like this.
That's love right there.
I'm a Christian.
Right.
But when I say these Muslim brothers here, if I was gonna take my shahada, they would be the reason. They are some stand-up brothers and sisters.
That's what's up.
And when they took me under their wing, when I decided, and they used to for years, you know, I'm gonna get into my other, you know, entrepreneurship.
Got you.
That I do.
Right.
So for years, I didn't start out with food. I started out selling nutcrackers. Everybody know me at the nutcracker.
That's right.
Everybody knows.
That's right.
He sold nutcrackers.
Right.
So anytime I would go to a festival, they would always welcome me. Like you could stand by us. Right. And they line anywhere you go. If there's Blackstone there, they line gonna be longer than train
Yes,
smoke.
sir. Facts.
So me and the brothers just like gravitated toward each other, and they. Anywhere I went, they always protected me. They always made sure, you know, you're going to be all right, that you could squat right here, stand by all lines. So that's how it started. And then, you know, we would talk afterward and exchanging numbers. We would say, well, man, listen, you cook, man. I heard about you, man. Everybody talk about you at Shop Ray, da. You should start doing the tent and tables. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to stand my lane. So one day I came to work, man. I came to work one day, man. And one of the reasons why I left ShotRite, I didn't get into details about that,
No doubt.
but I'm gonna get into details now. One of the reasons why I left ShotRite was, man, because, you know, I'm bringing. I seen how much money I was generating for this place, and they would and they was like going through executive chefs like every so many months.
Every few months.
And then they would always promise me the job. And then,
But they never gave you the
but
job.
they never gave me the executive
top
chef
job.
Yeah, and then
Right.
it's like, but I'm the one doing all the cooking.
Right,
I'm
you
the
doing
one.
you-
I'm the one.
You're the master chef.
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the executive chef.
Yeah.
He's not doing it. I'm the one filling these wells up in here
Yeah.
to make sure all the food is good and looking presentable. I'm leaving the grill, going in the kitchen, cooking this, cooking that, making sure the wells, and then
But you know what? Because you love doing it, you didn't have a problem with it.
I never had a problem with it.
Because
Never.
at the end of the day, it was sharpening you.
Exactly.
At the same time,
Exactly.
so it really didn't matter.
You
know what I mean?
Never mad at man. Like I said, listen, I learned that I'm not the one. I would never put a bad word in my mouth about nobody.
No doubt.
And I'm not saying about ShotRite, but the only thing I can say about ShotRite, I learned so much.
Word.
I learned how to, like I said, another thing, how to cook for masses. I learned I thank them for the opportunity coming home.
Right.
And but the thing about it was you telling me I'm gonna give you this position and you never give it to
Like
me.
the carrot in the.
Yeah, like you dangling a
Yeah.
carrot in front of me, and I'm like, I'm coming home. I tell my wife,
yeah.
it's gonna follow, and then
It's gonna happen.
And no racist in my body.
Gotcha.
No, I ain't got no racism. But next thing I know, some white boy come up to me. I'm the new executive chef. My name is so and so, so and so. I said,
Wow.
again, another one. So one day I just came to work, man, and I said, know what? I didn't even have a plan what I was going to do.
Right.
But I said, I can't keep doing this. I felt like ShotRite was holding me back. Because it's like, I can't work for somebody that put a ceiling over my head. I'm bigger than a ceiling. I'm
Right,
bigger than a ceiling.
right.
And I felt like a ceiling was placed over my head. Like, you only gonna go this far.
This
and
far, that's it.
And they kept proving to me time and time again. So I came to work one day and said, listen, man, I'm done.
No doubt.
They like, I'm done. I don't want to. And I came home. So a few weeks passed by, and me and my wife just sitting there one day. We sitting down. We just like talking. We conversing, and you know, I'm telling her this is what I like to do. Da, da, da. She said, "Know what? Out of the blue, just out of the blue. When I got on her computer, I'm gonna form your LLC right now.
Let's do it. Come
Just like
on,
that.
man.
Just,
Come on.
just out of the blue.
Come on.
I'm gonna form your LLC right now."
That's a great woman, brother.
And we going back and forth with names. And the name, like in Jersey City, they don't know me as Ray.
Right.
But a lot of my following is from Newark.
Right.
So that's what they called me over there, Ray. So the
Right.
name came Blazin Ray because a lot of my functions are in Newark. And you know, the East Orange,
Essex
Irvington
County,
area,
Essex
Essex
County,
County
period.
area.
Right.
But listen, wherever I go, I'm always gonna rep Jersey City.
Word. That's
Born
facts.
and bred here.
That's facts.
Jersey City was good to me.
Facts.
You know, a lot of good brothers that I came up with that
Word.
always support me. And I'm gonna say it again, I thank y'all for the support that was displayed these last few weeks. I thank y'all for the support.
Yeah.
I can't say it enough.
That's
And that's what happened. I'm sitting on the couch one day, we just talking, and she said, let's form an LLC.
Yeah, man.
And we're gonna do it. So now you're forced to do it. I already had my my food. I didn't have a safe serve. I had food manager. I had like right now. Like I have the top. I can't get no higher when it comes to this culinary art thing.
Wow.
My degree.
Wow.
I can't get no higher. So she's like, use it. And I had it for years,
right.
but I
That's
never
right.
used it. You know, where I could do it for myself. And she said, we're gonna form it. We formed it. And, you know, we went online and started looking up festivals and calling the festivals saying, listen, what I had to do to join. And it started from there.
That's what's up.
And when I came out, Blackstone, like I said, I can't big Blackstone up enough.
Word.
They really, really mentored me. I never failed an inspection. That's the main thing. I never failed an inspection. My food was never, when they came, it was always at its right temperatures.
Right.
And I give that to Blackstone because, you know, I didn't have to go through the bumps in the road to say, you know, and that's the main thing.
Like you said earlier, you don't have to touch the fire to learn something.
You don't want to go. That's an embarrassing thing. I've seen it plenty of times. People thinking, you know, by watching you, they can just do it.
Right.
They don't know the intricate parts. How you got to go to each one of these townships
Right.
and register, go to the health departments,
Right.
go to the fire department. People don't know. They just think, I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna do this.
Right.
And then, you know, they wanna, you know, say, oh, how you do this? No. You got to do your homework first. I didn't just jump into this.
right.
I had a great mentor that was willing to share with me and do things for me that helped me out along my journey. And all I do is give back. That's all they told me to do.
That's what's up.
When the next person come, give back.
Facts.
So
Blessing, bro.
I'm gonna say it again. If anybody that need my help, that's coming up in the field and want to do it, I'm an open book. I'm an open book.
And for those who are here, those who are listening to the interview, we appreciate you chiming in. Do me the favor, press like. Do me the favor and share the page. Over on YouTube, David Adams Podcast. Go there and press subscribe. We really appreciate you chiming into this particular interview with my man Renault. We need to get the word out for this brother because he's a very talented cook, and that's a fact. Real talk. And before we end this interview, I have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
There will be a time after the questions that I have, you can call in, and if you want to show your love to Renault, if you want to ask him any questions and things like that, if you want to show him some appreciation or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to do, I'm going to have the number on the screen in a little bit, and you can call in as a question and answer segment, okay? But before that, we're going to ask him a few more questions, man, because I appreciate you wanting to come up, man, and talk about your history and dealing with cooking, brother. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? So I thank you for that.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no doubt. What's your ultimate goal in the food world? What's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal, like I said, I definitely want to get a brick and mortar.
Okay.
I definitely want to get a brick and mortar.
Okay.
And actually, an opportunity came to me a few months ago.
Really? Okay.
And I took the opportunity.
Got it.
And you know, unfortunately, things didn't work out.
It happens, bro.
You know, things didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
A brother approached me, a brother that knew me and knew the person that was bringing me in on this opportunity.
Right.
You know, so the brother asking around.
Right.
I'm looking for a partnership.
Right.
I'm looking for a partnership with people, with somebody,
Right.
and 3 people. My name came up 3 times.
Really?
And he said, you know what? I'm gonna call him. So he called me.
Okay.
And he read over the contract with me and the partnership deal, and it was a good idea. It was great.
Great
You
idea.
know, me and my wife looked over it and was like, "You know what? We're gonna try this." And we tried it. We got in, and you know, things. You know, it's unfortunately, man, that we as people sometimes we just don't see eye to eye when it comes down to the
Business part of things.
business part of things.
Right.
Like I said, things got to make sense to me. How I live, like I shared earlier, you pay the person that cooks for you.
Yeah.
You pay
You have to pay the person that
listen,
cooks.
when I'm out there, I just want to share this with y'all.
Go ahead.
When I'm out there in these parks cooking, and I have a team. Before I drop a piece of shrimp on that grill, before I drop a French fry in that grease, before I drop a piece of fish in that grease, the people that I hired, money is in my pocket. We not gonna go off of if I'll make money, if I do good today. I can't come and tell you, I done got you out your bed, you coming and do me a favor by working for me and cooking for me or whatever capacity that you're doing for me. I can't come to you at the end of the night and say, oh, you know, so-and-so, I didn't make no money, so I can't pay you.
Right.
Your money is in my pocket before you even start.
As soon as you open a bag of flour,
open a flour,
it's your money there.
I can't.
No doubt.
I just don't. I don't live by that.
I got you.
That's not your problem. That's not. Oh, I didn't make no money. Man, listen. and that's bad business. So
Right.
I try to live by that. I'm not gonna, if I don't have the money to pay you, guess what? I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna do everything by myself.
Oh, that's right.
Before I humiliate you by saying, oh, I don't have no money or I don't have it. No. So that kind of like sums it up when it comes down to my business venture.
No doubt.
And my partnership. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know I kept my bargain. I kept my part of the deal.
All that
I know I
matters.
kept my part of the deal. And those that know me for years, they know how I move. They know what kind of person I am. You know,
And that's what it is.
That's all I can say. You know?
That's it, bro.
I appreciate the opportunity.
No
I
doubt.
wish them the best.
There you
I
go.
wish them the best. I pray that they get 100 more businesses. But it just didn't work out with us.
That's all.
But
No
I
doubt.
wish them the best.
Much love, respect, man. I respect that. I respect that. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Renault, man. Next question I want to ask you is going to be this is going to be quick.
Okay.
Quick questions, you know what I mean? Sweet or spicy?
I'm more of a
You sound like you both.
I'm both because
All right.
because I do have a Thai chili,
Right.
a Thai chili sauce that I do on my chicken wings
Right.
that people love. So that's like a sweet and spicy.
All right. Cast iron or non-stick?
Give me a cast iron, man.
All right.
I like cast iron.
Okay, okay. Who's your dream person to cook for?
If my dream
Person that
to-
you would like to cook for, whether it's, I don't know, in the food industry or in the industry of Hollywood, in the industry or whatever, you know what I mean? Who would you would like to really cook for and say, you know, I would love this person to taste my food?
oh man, oh man, I was told my grandmother. I never met her. I never met my mom's mom.
Wow.
But I was told she was a great cook, man. I would like to impress her.
Wow.
Because back then, they threw down and they had
Right.
little
They ain't play no
they had
games.
little or nothing to cook with. We got
Yeah.
all this technology now.
Right. That's a
they
fact.
had little or nothing to cook with. So I would like to make a pan of macaroni and cheese. Because I was told
For
years
your
ago
grandma.
for my grandma. I was
Come
told
on.
years ago I made some macaroni and cheese for this festival, and a 94-year-old lady ate it, and she told me that I haven't tasted macaroni and cheese like this since I was a kid,
Wow.
and that made me feel good. So.
You know what, brother? I really respect that answer, bro. Because I know that I was looking for a different answer. And others was looking for a different answer. You know, some people may say, may be thinking, oh, he might want to cook for Patti LaBelle or some star. You know what I mean? Or, some people that's well known or famous, the president, Obama, and all that. And you said your grandmother, brother. That right there says everything to who you really are. And when it comes to cooking, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
that. And I can see that when you behind that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's in
Oh,
your
yeah.
soul. That's a blessing, bro. Real talk. So I respect that answer, man. That's real talk. Real
Appreciate
talk.
it,
I
man.
respect
Appreciate
that.
it, man.
No doubt. Okay, this is going to be the next question. Who's your worst kitchen injury? Worst kitchen injury.
My worst kitchen.
Because I know as a barber, bro, I done put my hand inside the drawer and few times.
I never had a kitchen injury, but I can say this to those that cook. Before you go in that stove and pick that hot pan of macaroni and cheese up, right? Make sure you create space first. That's the word of wisdom. Don't pick that pot up
And you all tight.
you all tight and you ain't got nowhere to lay it.
Wow.
Now you sitting there holding the pot, and you got, and you know
all
us,
on
you
you.
know us. We get the wet rags and picking stuff up,
Right.
but knowing that heat gonna go right to the wet rag.
Right.
Now you sitting there holding this pot. So create space
Right.
in the kitchen before you start cooking. Create
Okay.
space.
Okay. So you never had no macaroni and cheese fall on your legs or nothing?
No, because like I said, that was something I learned.
You never got cut?
No, I never.
Man, you good, bro.
Never got cut in the kitchen. And, I mean, I'm pretty good with a knife. I'm pretty good with a knife.
You never got burned?
I mean, I got burned, little, but nothing major. Nothing major. I just got burned the other day, man.
Okay.
Just got burned the other day.
No doubt.
It's healing up now.
Okay. All right. What's your guilty food pleasure? I know every cook got a guilty food pleasure. They just go OD on it.
Pasta.
Woo. Okay.
Pasta. I was never a sweets guy. Right. I don't eat sweets. I'm not. But pasta, I'll take a pan of pasta, man.
A whole pan by yourself and go down.
I'll take a pan of elbows, man.
It's going down.
And I can make some elbows taste like, boy, listen here.
And can you eat a whole pan or half a pan of pasta yourself?
Yeah. A half a box of elbows or some mac.
Really?
Any kind of pasta I love.
Yeah.
Any kind of pasta.
Wow.
I could throw down on. That's my favorite dish.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, so is there any other things you would like to say? Anything you want to say to the people that supported you during the time of the restaurant that you were recently at? Is there anything you would like to say to them at this moment?
One thing I like to say, the support was phenomenal. The support that I got when I was there, when I was happy, and the support I had once the partnership folded. Everybody was phenomenal. I have to give a shout out to one of my she had cussed me out if I don't. One of my number one fans, man. One of my number one fans from day one, and she always was in my corner. Melissa Alexander. She told me I better, and like I said, I knew Melissa since I was young.
Yeah.
Through the rough times, through the good times.
Yeah.
So that's one of my number one fans that's really, really, really in my corner.
Yeah.
And I told her I was going to shout her out tonight.
No doubt.
So everybody big up Melissa tonight.
No doubt. Melissa's a very, very, very good person, man. And she's funny as hell.
And I also want to shout this is my partner in crime.
No doubt.
This is my brother from another mother. You touch him, you got to touch me.
No doubt.
Listen, we get somewhere and something happen, you put your back to mine, I'm gonna put my back to yours, and we getting up out of here.
Word.
My brother, Martin.
Word is
Martin Banks.
Another good brother. Yes, sir.
The best cakes.
Come on.
The best pies.
Carrot cakes.
If you want
bean pies.
the bean pies, he got a new signature strawberry cake and a banana and a pineapple cake.
Yes.
That I love. And his number one seller is his butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
I can't go without saying that.
Right. That's right. Martin's a good dude, man.
Martin's a good dude, man. That's my brother.
Vouch for that. I can vouch for that, brother. Yeah, facts. Good dude.
And shout out also to Big Edge.
Big Edge.
Support Big Edge Barbecue
Big
and
Edge
Catering.
Barbecue, no doubt.
Out of Jersey City,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Go on his page and look at his page, man.
Yep. His name is Big Edge.
Big Edge Barbecue
on Facebook.
On Facebook and Instagram. Check him out.
Yeah.
Good brother.
No doubt.
Good food.
Yep.
And he's another passionate cook, man. So check him out too. Shout out to Big Ed.
Word. So make sure y'all go ahead if you can. The phone number I'm gonna put on the screen real quick so you guys can call in to give your show some love to my man, and you want to ask him some questions, you can do that as well. So the number is right there on the screen right now, 973-433-5666. Do me the favor, go ahead and call 973-433-5666 if you want to have a word, give a word to my man Ray. Right now, you can do that, okay? Let me go to the comment and see what people are saying right now, because we wasn't really paying you guys no mind. I was just trying to make sure I get the questions in that I have for my good brother here. All right, so we're going to see these comments right now. So, what are the comments that was made? Let me get it here real quick. All right, so let's see. Cameron says, yes, 29 school where everyone went. He said everyone went there.
Shout out to
29
Miss
school.
Taylor. Shout out to Miss Taylor.
Yeah. All right, we got a call real quick. I think it's someone chiming in right now. Let me see who this is. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Are you calling about the show? Okay, hold on for a minute. Call the number 973. Hold on for a minute. Let me just I got to do something real quick. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, y'all. A technical error happened real quick. Let me just get this out the way so you guys can call in. All right. So the number once again is 973. Call back that number right now. 973 433 566. Call that number right now. Yeah. Yeah. So also, let me see. Again, back to where I was at. Wait for that call to come back in. Cameron Tucker says, hey, mama's back. Then showed us how to cook, clean, iron your clothes, wash and dry your clothes. Those were the queens for real. Yes, indeed. You're right. You're right, my brother. Let me answer this call. All right. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, who's calling? What's good with you? And what you want to say?
Hey, Supreme, this is Ira.
This is Ira. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear?
Man, I'm
I
loving
can
the
hear him.
interview.
I can hear him.
I'm loving
I
the
can hear him.
interview. And I got to give Nod his props, man, because actually I worked with him last year, and he was the blueprint for me to step out and do my thing.
That's what's up. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You doing your thing? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I got my own thing. I'm doing the fish and the
Oh,
fries.
okay. That's what's up. Okay.
Brother,
Big up,
Oh,
big
that's
up,
right.
big
It's
up.
Ira. Oh, this Ira. Okay. I couldn't
Good
picture it for
brother,
a
good
minute.
brother, good brother,
Yeah.
good
Okay.
brother.
What's good with you, brother?
Good brother,
Okay.
good brother, man.
That's what's up.
Ira, I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
I love you
and
more.
and listen,
I love
man,
you more,
listen, man.
I just thank you, and I just thank you for showing me, like you just said about Blackstone, about Blackstone being your mentor. You was actually my mentor.
Wow.
I appreciate that, Ira.
That means a
Appreciate
lot,
that.
man.
That means a lot. That means a lot, man.
Yo, no, for real, man. And you told me like give you a call if you need anything, and you blessed us, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I'm there, man. Hey, listen, man. Each one teach one. Iron sharpen iron, man.
Like steel sharp as steel.
Yep,
Yeah,
iron
man.
sharpen iron, man. I appreciate you, Ira, man, for real, man. And I wish you the best, man. You know that, man. I wish you the best, man.
And my favorite joint to you is keep rising to the top.
That was his thing.
I'm gonna try.
That was his thing, rising to the top. That's one of his favorite things to say to me, man.
Word. That's what's up.
Yep.
That's all right.
He was there. He was
That's a
there,
blessing.
man.
Love,
I
Number
appreciate
love.
you, man.
Number
Number love, Ira. Appreciate you, brother.
always.
Thank you for
All
calling,
right,
man.
all
Appreciate
right.
you. Do me a favor, follow the page, Ira, and press like and share the page. It's much appreciated,
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
Thank
okay,
you.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
Thank you for calling, man. That was good to hear, man. That was good to hear, man. It's amazing how somebody's looking up at you just as you looked up to Blackstone.
Yeah, man.
That's deep, man.
And that's what it's about, man.
Right.
Once you get up there, you got to put your hand back down for the next person, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. So let's see let's go back to this chat. Okay. Michelle Timberlake says, I know that's right, 110%. Okay. I think she's talking about the hustling time. She also said, hustling to get high, you hustling to make $1. Streets is real. Share that, Ray. All right. Okay. Cameron says, I love giving knowledge to the young generation. All right.
And that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Man,
Facts.
that's definitely what it's about, man.
Yep. What did Chris Gaskin? What's good? Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for chiming in. I really appreciate it, man. And I know my man Ray appreciate it as well. Chris Gaskin says, Snyder Pride.
Oh, yeah.
Keep doing your thing, my brother.
Amen.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Chris, man. I appreciate you. That's one of the good brothers, man. I
Yeah,
went to
Chris
school
a good
with.
dude. Yeah.
He's the principal over there at Lincoln High School now.
Yeah, a customer of mine as well too for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chris, good guy, man.
Good dude, bro.
Appreciate him. Appreciate
he's a powerful pillar.
Yes.
In the community, I
Yes,
would
he
say
is.
that. Yeah, definitely a pillar in the community.
They couldn't hire a better person.
Word is bond. That's
They
a
couldn't hire a
fact.
better person.
That's a fact. What you say, Shelton? Shelton said better things are coming, brother.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Better things are coming.
Shout my power forward, man. That's my
Yeah.
power forward in high school.
Word. Yeah.
My
So
power
if you
forward.
want to call in, you can call in as well, y'all. 973-433-5666. 973-433-5666. Next comment, once again, Cameron says, getting burnt. That's the worst.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I got burnt plenty of times.
Yeah.
Nothing really
Not
major.
major, right.
But listen, them little shockers. Oh man.
Yeah. Rashida Moore, what's good? What you thanks for chiming in, Rashida? Much love to you as well. Hey, no, I'm happy for you and your accomplishments.
Thank you, Rashid.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. I appreciate it,
No
Rashid.
doubt. Melissa Alexandra says, cheesesteaks, do-da-do, do-da-do. Do-da-do, do-da, do-da-do. One in those cheesesteaks all the do-da days. Bam.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, what's that? It's a sidebar. Do. All right. We got a call coming in real quick. Thank you for chiming in, y'all. What's good with you? Thank you for chiming in. Appreciate you. Who's calling? This is who? Oh, they just hung up. Call back because you just hung up. You must have hit the button by mistake, but go ahead and call back if you like. All right? You must have hit the hang up button by mistake, but I appreciate you guys chiming in. All right, so Melissa also says, woo wee, yes, Martin. Yeah, Martin, good dude. Yeah. Martin Banks, y'all.
Martin
Yeah.
Banks. Shout out to
One
Martin
brother
Banks.
that was
man.
there for me when my son passed, bro. I mean, it was there, bro. Yep. Yes, who's calling? What you got? What's good with you? Turn down your volume in the background. Who's this? Hello?
Yo,
Oh, this Martin?
Marty, what's going on,
What's
my
good
brother,
with
my
you, bro?
brother?
what's going on, man?
My man, Marty Ma.
Yo, first I want to thank Supreme for always being an inspiration and mentor to me, and always talking and counseling and coaching and pushing me.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I love you too, man.
My other brother on the other side of the house,
No doubt.
me, we just want to give you your props and thank you for giving Pinnacle Pies and Cakes an opportunity to rock with you, man. That means the most, man.
That's facts.
You know, anything you need from this end, we gonna make it happen.
Most definite. Most
That's what's
definite.
up.
We gonna make it happen.
Marty Ma.
You done proved that so many times over, man. Listen, you're my brother for life. You and your wife, I appreciate y'all, man. And like I said, man, it's nothing. There's no way but to go up now, man. We're a team now, Mark.
It's a wrap.
We in it now, man.
It's a wrap.
That's right.
We're a team
Yo,
now,
and
man.
Supreme, you keep pulling up and you keep making things happen, man.
Thank
'Cause
you.
I'm telling you, brother, what you do is phenomenal, man. And so many people look up to you and thrive off of you. And shout out to Ira for calling in. That's a big up, man.
Yeah, man. That's
Big up,
love
Ira.
right there. Thank you,
That's a
man.
big up.
Love that brother, man. Good brother, man.
That's what's up. That's what it's about, brother.
Hey, shout out to Wayne. Shout out to my brother Fahim.
Yeah,
Love them
yeah,
brothers, man. I wish them nothing but the best, man.
That's
Love
right.
them brothers.
That's right.
I love
That's what
them
we do,
brothers.
brother. That's what it's about, brother.
Shout out to them, man.
No doubt.
You know, that's my Lafayette. That's the listen. They I'm gonna give a quick story, real quick, real
Okay,
fast.
go ahead.
about Fahim. Fahim is a good brother, man. I love him. Back in the day, I'm in Mahogany's one night. Mahogany's on Garfield, man. And some cats was plotting on me. They plotting on me.
Wow.
You know, I came in there, came from the crap house, won some money, and I'm in there showering everybody with drinks.
Showing love.
And man, they was plotting on me. And Fahim came to me and said, don't worry about nothing.
Just like that.
And I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm drinking, I'm, you know, kind of feeling it. I get outside, I'm going to my car, they on me. Man, Fahim hit this joker. And listen, out of nowhere, he hit this joker's about 6'3", 6'4". Fahim hit him, and I was so grateful. Cause I'm drinking, and you know, and so big up to Fahim, big up to Wayne, and I appreciate you guys, man. Support them brothers, man. Listen, it's hard out here, man.
Thanks.
And for a person to try to come out in this time and day and try to be an entrepreneur, I wish y'all all the best, man. My phone is open for you.
That's what's up. Anything else you like to say, Marty Mark?
Nah, bro. I love y'all, man. I love what y'all doing. I can't say keep doing what you're doing, brothers. Increase what you're doing.
Come on, man.
There you go. There you go. Sky's the limit.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, we thank you, brother. Real talk. Thank you, Marty Mark, for your call, man. Appreciate you. Please share the page, Marty Mark, and like it. I appreciate that, bro. I love you too, brother. Peace. Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yep. Good brothers. Good brothers. Let me go back to the chat real quick. If you want to call, you can call 973-433-5666. Call in. Melissa says, Renault is coming. Yeah, man. Yeah, Renault coming, baby. Bigger and better things. It's going down. Yeah. It's going down. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate your hustle.
And I just want to tell everybody, my first event is going to be at Montano Park in Elizabeth, June 7th. My second event will be at Liberty State Park, Juneteenth.
Okay.
June 19th, my second event. It's going to be big, y'all. It's going to be bigger and better. Come through and get that finger licking goodness, y'all.
That's what's up.
I'm telling y'all.
That's what's up. Y'all heard it there now. Y'all make sure you write them dang on those notes down, them dates down. Who's calling? What's good with you? What you got?
What's good with y'all?
What's good?
Renault, this is old school grammar school friend. Renault used to go by the name Norgy B.
No GB.
Listen, know what? If you said Norgy B, I know you know me.
You already know. But I ain't going to say who I am, but we go way back. 5th grade, 6th grade. He used to be the point guard, bringing up the ball. Nobody couldn't mess with us.
Who is it? Who is it, bro? Who is it, Ray?
I'm trying to catch the voice.
You already know who it is. This is Al.
Oh, what's going on?
Al in the house.
What's going on, man? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that, man. When you said no GB, I already knew.
I see you up there. When I hit the town, I'm definitely coming to see your spot. Give me some waffles or chicken or something, whatever you whipping up. But I didn't know you was a fucking cook.
Oh yeah, man. You know that's my best kept secret, man.
We was playing ball.
Yeah, I was cooking back then, you know.
Economics, so we could eat.
Home economics.
Those are the blessings that we had back in school. They don't even do that no more for these kids, man. Home economics, man.
No, I was like, wait, he became a chef, but I already knew you was cooking all the years. But now I see you finally really made that your homestead. I thought you was gonna be on NBA.
Yeah.
The knees in the back, man. The knees in the back.
One of the best cooks we got coming out of the city. So
that's what's up.
I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you,
bro. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm watching on the live.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for chiming in, man. Appreciate you. Do me a favor, share,
follow, like, and share,
like
man.
the page, brother. I appreciate it.
You already know.
Much love. Thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al. Appreciate you.
All right.
What you doing? Good to see you, bro.
No doubt. All right, we got Tat now made a call. I mean, made a comment. Tat. What's good with your Tat? So she says, I love Rashida Drayton Anderson. Okay. I don't know what. Maybe she on the wrong page or something. You gotta hit me back. Hit me back on that. Let us know what you're talking about, Tat. Paris Williams.
That's my sister.
Okay, those cheese steaks are the truth. All right.
Shout out to Parry.
No doubt.
Shout out and support Pretty Pies. She make a mean sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Support Pretty Pies.
All right.
Support
Williams,
her.
y'all.
She's always on. Listen. You can put your order in at any time. Go on her page, Parry Williams, and she make a mean sweet potato pie.
She said the breakfast food, you definitely had that on lock.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to ShopRite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ray knows everybody. Facts. Yeah. And Melissa said, yep. Martin said, yes, sir. Green, Devon Shea, 100%. Put up 100%. Tat said, David Adams, he was from Lafayette Projects. Okay. Yep. Tat said, I've been down Bayside State Prison before. Tat. Not bragging that I went to jail, but did do time before. Okay.
Okay.
Tat Dixon. I'm from Montgomery Projects, my home. Shelton says, Norgy B.
Norgy B,
that's you?
That was me.
Norgy B.
That was my childhood name.
All right. Facts, Shelton.
Shelton, good brother, man.
Yeah, Shelton, good dude, man.
Shout out to them Jets.
Cameron Tucker said, what's good? He said he's good, he's chilling, man. I thank you guys for chiming in. If you want to give a call before we finish up this exclusive interview with my man Renault, you can go ahead and give that call. I only seen one more share. That was it. And looking at the views, we talking 200, almost 300 people. And we have 8 shares. So I know that the people that's here that didn't share, if you can do us the favor to go ahead and share this live right now so that it can get around to those that don't know what has went on with Renault, so they can get around just the way you promoted it. You promoted a situation that you're no longer there. We're trying to also promote the situation now that he is not there. Okay? So make sure you do that by helping him out, by pushing the video so that it can get around and circulate really quick. The more you share, it will give notifications to others. Okay? So thank you so much for doing that. Only, like I said, it's only 8 shares. It's 9 now. For the person that just shared, much love and respect. All right? So keep sharing it, keep liking it, and so it can get around, so we helping our brother out. So you said you got them dates coming up. What's going on for the near future, spring and summer? What you got going on?
Like I said, my tent and table business. I mean, listen, you will not be disappointed.
What you got coming new? What's new? What's new going to be at these tables, man? What you got? What you expecting?
Well, like I said, the first date is June 7th.
June 7th.
June 7th at Montano Park in Elizabeth.
Got it.
At the pier.
Okay.
No. Montano Park. That's where it was at last year.
Okay.
I just was informed that they'll be having it at the pier in Elizabeth, June 7th.
June 7th.
2 weeks later, I'll be in Liberty State Park for Juneteenth, right. June 19th.
I'm going to be there too. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Anything else? And
one of the 2 biggest of the summer, I'll be there, Lincoln. I don't know the dates for Lincoln.
That's Newark, right?
In Newark.
Okay.
And I also will be at Wanaco. This year. That's one of the biggest ones this year. So I'll definitely be there.
Wanaco is July?
It's in July.
That's the 12th? Or
the 12th, July 12th.
That's
July 12th.
Wally B.
Shout out to Wally B, man, for giving me the opportunity
Real
too.
talk. Much love and respect. Wally B. Much love. No doubt. So y'all get them dates down. Get them dates.
Shout out to Denise Wilkinson.
Oh yeah, over
from
there,
the councilwoman and Roselle.
No
Shout
doubt.
out to Denise Williams.
Denise,
a lot
much
of
love.
information you shared with me, and you put me on my way when it came to Wanaco Park. So shout out to Denise Wilkinson.
Much love to Denise. Much love. Good person. She from Jersey City originally too, as well, right? Yeah.
Yep,
She's definitely from Jersey.
yep.
Yep. No doubt.
And my page, my IG page is Blazin Rays.
No doubt. Blazin.
Blazin Rays
All right,
Catering.
hold on.
Blazin Rays Catering. Please go to my page and share, like, and follow.
Say it one more time.
Blazin Rays Catering.
And that's on IG.
That's on Instagram and on Facebook.
Got it.
Share, like, and follow.
No
Please.
doubt.
I appreciate all the
Gotta support our
love
brother.
tonight that was displayed, and I love all you guys, and look forward to seeing y'all this summer.
No doubt, no doubt. Much love, man. I really, once again, appreciate you wanting to come up to give this interview, this exclusive interview. They heard it from the horse's mouth. So y'all make sure y'all support this brother. I grew up around this brother. I may be like a few years older than you because he was in my brother in Yamo.
One of the
age
coolest
range.
guys
You know
coming
what
up, man. Don't even know. I want to share that too. He don't even know. I looked up to him as a kid, man.
Wow, that's
always a fly dude, man.
No doubt. Much love.
Always
I
a fly
appreciate
dude,
it, bro.
man.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Once again, man, much love, and I wish you the success. I wish you for everything that you desire to make happen for yourself in the near future. I wish that all come to you, bro. No
I
doubt,
appreciate that,
doubt.
man.
And I
definitely
think
appreciate
for those who are out there who has real estate, who has resources, connections, and things of that nature, I think it would be a great thing if you can hit Renault up and give him some of that information you may have, because I think, he said he's looking for what?
I'm actually looking for a brick and mortar now.
There it is.
Looking for a brick and mortar. So
There it is.
if anything available, somebody can help me out with, let me know.
That's
let me
what's
know.
up. That's
You
what's
know,
up.
Those that know me have my phone number. Those that, that's in that field, a lot of guys that's in that field, as well as young ladies that's in that field, they know me. The ones that know me, they have my number, reach out to me.
Word.
Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook, and let's set up a meeting.
That's what's up. Thank you again for each and every last one of y'all for tuning in to this exclusive interview. We appreciate you, my man. Renault, Blazin Ray. My man.
Oh, man.